Hey friends, it's me, Christiana Gaudet, your Tarot Fairy Godmother. It's Friday. That means it's time for the Friday Weekly Wrap-Up, where we pull one card for the collective and then single cards for those who request to just check in on how the week went. What did you do? What did you learn? How did it go? See what we get. Febborn, I want to say thank you so much to you for the super sticker. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you. And I want to shout out all of the members and the moderators. Thank you for being here and doing what you're doing. And let's get going. Did you have a chance to join us for class tonight? Not tonight, last night. That was weird. Okay, did you have a chance to join us for class tonight? Last night, I said it again. If you didn't, you can watch the replay. It was our mixed media divination workshop. It was fun. So let's take a look. Let's see what we got going on here. I am using today the Golden Art Nouveau. And if you were here on Monday and you remember what you got on Monday, definitely put it in with your request. If you weren't, that's okay. That's okay too. All right, so let's see what we got for the collective. How did the week go? Oh, Justine, thank you so much. I look forward to this every week. Thanks for coming on. Well, thank you for being here. All right. So, doing a card for the collective. Barbie Bird, so excited to dive into more of your offerings. Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. So for the collective, we have Judgment. And I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on in the collective energy, right? There's a lot going on astrologically. Mercury has stationed retrograde today. There was an eclipse on Wednesday, all kinds of stuff that way. Big week in a lot of ways. And I think on a personal level, a lot of people are sort of feeling like, okay, this is what I want to communicate to the world. This is what I'm putting closure to. This is what I'm opening up to. Like, I think there's a call for everybody to get really clear on where they're at and what they're doing. And so I think that makes a lot of sense. I don't know. Does it make sense for you? Justine, oh my gosh, someone else was just talking about how Judgment is eclipse energy, deep transformation underway. And there you have it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kanchan Verma, true, felt energy was too heavy this week. Barbie, so much discernment right now. Sure. All right, so let us do the requests. Full transparency. For those of you who were here with us last night, you knew I had like a million decks and toys and all of that. And ones that I didn't introduce to you, I just sort of pulled them from here and here. And I put some of them away this morning, but some is not all. And so just from my vantage point, there are like tarot decks towering over my head. Not really. That's an exaggeration. But I'm just recognizing that I'm going to have to do some organizing later, just saying. All right. You didn't need to know any of that, did you? That's all right. Okay, Trey, nice to see you. Hierophant with the alien charm on Monday. I remember that. I liked that. And look, now we have the Empress. So, you went from Hierophant to Empress. And what that says to me, when we look at those first 7 cards of the Major Arcana, we're looking at big life lessons simply about how to navigate living on the planet. And the Hierophant and the Empress both fall into that group. So there is this overall energy of learning major life lessons about how to navigate the world, and that's good. And we close off the week, I think, with some sense that you are nurtured, that you are cared for, and that you yourself are creative, and that you yourself have talent to be able to move yourself forward. There we are. Adrija, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The Eight of Pentacles. I'm seeing a real focus here on work this week, that there may have been just a lot of work you just had to grind out. There may have been some learning going on there too, learning some new skills or perfecting some new skills. And so it's fine. It's fine. It's not remarkable. It's not awesome. It's fine. And the thing that you need to know career-wise is that you really do have skills. And those skills are going to help you going forward. Teresa C., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members-only emojis. So you had the 10 of Cups on Monday, and you had a great week. That's wonderful. Let's wrap up the week with the 6 of Pentacles reversed. So some of the things, I think, some of the situations, some of the people that you sort of maybe expected to be there or expected to move in a certain way, maybe they didn't. And this could be as you look at the planet, as you look at your, local stuff. It could be in your own life. So I'm glad you had a great week, but there is a sense of A, you having to set boundaries with people, and B, some people showing themselves to not be as you thought they were. So I think that you're getting a lot more clarity having to do with the intentions and the motivations of others. That's helpful. All right. Smile Soul 20, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is your wrap-up card. Smile Soul 20, 10 of Pentacles reversed. This week, I'm wondering if there were some issues around your home, if you had to spend time cleaning or reorganizing. I'm wondering if there were some issues with your family, maybe some gathering with your family, which could be a good thing, but some worries about different family members. So it feels like, Smile Soul 20, there were some things that were weighing on you this week. Regardless, there's so much, whether it's upright or reversed, there's so much power in the 10 of Pentacles. And it reminds you that you are loved, and it reminds you that your ancestors are with you. Oh, Teresa, spot on. Issues with your son's father today. That makes sense. All right. Febborn, thank you so much again for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Knight of Wands reversed is how we started the week. How do we end the week for you? With the 2 of Pentacles reversed, you are really figuring out where to put your energy. And the hard thing is, you don't really know how much energy you have, where or when or for what. You have never had, I think, the opportunity to really take accounting of how much energy, how much patience, how much time, how much do I have to do these things, and what do I really want to do with it? How do I want to spend my energy? Certainly you've had to manage money, you've had to manage time, but now I think you are also managing energy. Melissa Grasso, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. So you started with the sun and the yin-yang charm. I remember that. Yes. Thanks for being here, Melissa. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here is a card for you. The Fool reverse. So I think this is very interesting because you also now have 2 major arcana cards. And you started with the Sun and you ended with the Fool. Now, something that the Sun and the Fool have in common is they both wear a red feather. There are 3 cards in the major arcana that wear a red feather. The Fool, Death, and the Sun. And that's just an interesting thing. You know that you got 2 of the red feather cards this week. And, we think about the red feather, and you'll see like references to it in the tarot world. It's this little like in the know reference. But when you think about the journey of the red feather, what we're thinking about is higher wisdom. that I feel like with frustration and difficulty and all of that, you have sort of you've sort of submitted yourself to the altar of higher wisdom, trying to find how to make your journey work. And I'm not saying that you're doing all of that this week, but the cards sure speak of it this week. And it's hard and it's painful, but you'll get there. That red feather, that the wisdom of that will carry you, and it is carrying you. So worry not. Swati, nice to see you. Here is a card for you. You get the Lovers. So I think this week you spent some time thinking about what you want in your life and what you don't want in your life, what works and what doesn't work, and how things all work together. This is a big energy. It's powerful. It can speak to relationships, love relationships, but other kinds of relationships too. So this might have been a week of sort of moving relationships forward. Von Ray, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. I've been enjoying you on TikTok. So thanks for using members only emojis. Monday's card was the Page of Coins. You set your intention and your heart's desires appropriately. And we end the week with, oh, look at this, the Page of Wands reversed. So I think that's really interesting that this week was pages. Pages is about communication, writing, internet. I already mentioned your TikTok. But it's also about learning. It's about communication. And I feel like there are ways that things are going that you're feeling hopeful. And there's other ways that things are going where it just feels like we're moving through mud and it's really hard and it's really difficult. And so we acknowledge both things, but we acknowledge the energy of that page overrides all of it, which is communication, which is learning, which is youth, recognizing that you will have enough time to accomplish and experience all of the things that you want to accomplish and experience. Justine, thanks for being a member and a moderator and for using members only emojis. Monday's card was the Moon with the Sun charm. That was fun. I did end up spending a good bit of time on some intention setting and whatnot with the new moon on Wednesday. Very good. All right. So, Justine, you started with the moon and end with the Nine of Swords reversed. It's all about healing, isn't it? It's all about reframing things that don't make sense. Like that if we hold them in a certain way, they're hurtful and they don't make sense. But if we see it in a different way, it's all about finding new ways to see things. And I think you're really figuring that out. And then helping others do the same, right? Cassandra Revelta, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Your mother, Raquel, is also a member here. We appreciate her. We appreciate both of you. So, Cassandra, wrapping you up, I shuffled, but you got that Nine of Swords reversed too. I have a feeling this week you were dealing with some stuff that you were dreading or worried or upset about or didn't feel like you had the energy for, but it turned out not to be as bad as you think. And there's a message here that as much as things are difficult, it's not as bad as you think. It's going to be okay, no matter what. And for Raquel, Melissa, now I'm in the know. Super interesting, right? Right. One of those like little insider tarot things. All right, Raquel, Ace of Swords. I think this week you did some good stuff. You got some stuff done. You got kind of clear on some communication. Maybe you got some clarity on direction. Maybe you did some things well. Hey, how did the marathon go? Y'all ran a marathon. How did that go? Was that both of you? Was that one of you? There was a marathon in this picture. I want to know, especially with this, such a speedy card. I want to know how that went. Anyway, or race or something. There was something like that for y'all. I want to know. But this is a very positive card for Raquel's weekend going forward. Kenshin Verma. Monday's card was the Three of Swords reversed and the Shark. As you said, the week was tough. I had multiple fights with narcissistic people of my family. Even got physical injury, but I stood for myself. I am so sorry. That's really hard. Okay. So here is your wrap-up card for the week. The Page of Pentacles reversed. You know, the thing is, it becomes really clear that you need a new solution, that you need a new way of working your life so you don't have to be in this situation. It may take time to figure it out, but you will figure it out, I promise. Martha Vink, my friend, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Martha Vink. Five of Cups reversed. This week you have been making the best of difficult situations, choosing love over sorrow, compassion over anger. Not always easy, but you're doing it and it's the right thing. Christina R., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. May Karen Winkle and I please get cards. Monday was the Two of Wands in the Eiffel Tower for me, and the Seven of Cups with Tinkerbell for Karen. Right, and Karen is a member. We certainly appreciate that. We appreciate you both being here. Okay, so Christina, you started with the Two of Wands in the Eiffel Tower, and you end with the Page of Pentacles reversed. I think you're still stuck trying to figure out how things are going to work going forward, and it's frustrating. But you just got to keep going forward. That's really the bottom line, right? And Seven of Cups for Karen, ending the week with the Three of Swords. Good Lord! I think we should just all meet for cocktails. I'll tell you what. I realize it's early in the morning where y'all are. I just feel like it's been a tough week for both of you. I'm so sorry. I think it will be fine. I think everything's good. But I think it has been a tough week, and so you need to do good self-care accordingly. Devereaux, so nice to see you. Here's a card for you. The Seven of Pentacles. I think this week you worked really hard. I'm not sure you saw the results you wanted. And that might be frustrating, and you might be tired. But the key is to keep going, doing what you need to do. Catherine Fan, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The Knight of Swords reversed. So some things did not come together the way you wanted them to this week. There may have been miscommunication, there may have been delays, and that might be frustrating. But remember that your work is good, your eyes are good, you're moving things forward regardless. Ashley, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card to end your week. Five of Swords. Ashley, I think this has been a little bit of a tough week, but I think you're coming out of it better than you went into it. I think you had to stand your ground for something, and you did, and it worked in your favor. So well done. Betty Flesher, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. So Monday was the Nine of Swords. And earlier in the week, you definitely had the Nine of Swords energy. Let's see how you end the week. You end the week with the Seven of Pentacles energy. It's an improvement. Not the most awesome, but it's an improvement. And I just feel like you're going through a process here, and you just don't want to get stuck. Don't get stuck in the process. Let the process happen. Tortoiseshell Moon, Kathy, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Thanks for being at class last night. It was good to see so many people there. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So your Monday card was the Three of Swords reversed. Always better reversed for the Three of Swords. And look, we end with the Queen of Swords. You are really figuring stuff out. You're figuring out what you need to know, what you need to do, what you need to say, what you need to keep to yourself, what is true. You are figuring out your truth and you're working with it and you are doing a great job. Well done. Marion Newberry, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. So you had the Knight of Cups plus the tree. Great way to start the week. How has this week been for you? Ten of Wands reversed. I mean, I think there have been some nice personal interactions. And I think a sense for you of a little bit of curating through whatever kind of clutter there is physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually in a way that is serving you. Christine Hallowell, nice to see you. Here is a card for you. The Emperor reversed. So, Christine, has it been a week where you haven't been sure where or what you can trust or who you can trust? Are you hating the government yet? How's all that going for you? Issues with family, perhaps. Issues feeling secure. Issues feeling like you're going to have what you need. Issues with people around you not being reliable. Any stuff like that for you. Doesn't sound like the easiest. But you just got to stay strong in yourself. That's the key. Be strong in yourself and move forward and stand up for what's right in all the ways you can. Jackie Masters, thank you for remembering. I'm always going to have to remember to scroll and look for you. Thank you for remembering the cards of the week. That is so helpful. Thank you. Everyone want to check that out from Jackie. When we started the week, our collective cards were the Ten of Cups reversed, the Page of Cups reversed, and the Six of Wands. And Jackie, thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Your cards for the week, the Nine of Swords and the Ring of Commitment. I remember that. That's crazy, right? And here we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Man, this has really been a heavy week for you, I think, Jackie. And I think it's really figuring out, like, what do you carry forward with you? What do you do differently? What changes do you make? How does that all work? I think that's really what you're about right now. And that's a lot. It feels like a lot. But it's all important. It's all good work, right? Oh, Jackie, yesterday's class was interesting. Thank you. Quinn. Here we go for you, Quinn. The Nine of Swords reversed. One of those cards much rather see reversed. I feel like this week things have started to improve. You're starting to see some improvement, whether that's improvement in circumstances, in mood, in weather, whatever, there's improvement, and improvement is always good. Oh, Marion, thanks for that feedback. Justine, thanks for your feedback. Appreciate it. Okay, Barbie Bird, here we go. Monday, I pulled the Strength card for you. And the Three of Swords, you are definitely going through a healing process. And it may be sort of on and off, something you've been healing from over a long period of time. And when we combine this with the Strength, we recognize, that you are on your healing journey, and some days are easier than others. And we acknowledge that, but we also acknowledge with the Strength card that you are moving forward the way you need to. Rosie Telser, so nice to see you. Rosie, you got Judgment, which was also our card for the collective. Very, very significant. And so for you, I think it's about putting closure of to the past. I think it's about saying what needs to be said when it needs to be said, and looking forward to a future that you have more control of. Oh, Christine, thanks for that feedback. Thank you, everyone, for your feedback. I really appreciate it. I don't always read them aloud in the interest of time, but I do really appreciate it. All right. Claire C., thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. A card for you. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Claire, I think this week you've really had to make some value judgments on what's working for you, what's not working for you, what you want to do, what you don't want to do, what's true, what's not true. What are other people saying that isn't true? What is an energy you want to have around you? What is an energy you don't want to have around you? I think you're really going through that process. Not easy, but it's good. Peggy Lou Levent, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. So, Spirit Keepers Tarot 3. Yeah. Thank you so much for sending that. I'm still in the process of figuring it out. You know how much I love Benabel Wen, and we're so excited that she's going to be a headliner at StarCon 2024. So thank you so much for that. And Peggy Lou, here's a card for you. The Devil. I think this week, like, you really sort of felt trapped by some circumstances, and I think that's hard. I think you're kind of working through that, and I think that's a cycle you go through, where sometimes you really feel like you're in your power to create change, then you're not sure what kind of change to create, and then there's times that you just feel kind of stuck, and I'm afraid this has been a bit of a stuck time. So hang in there, that wheel will turn. Baby Cakes, here is a card for you. The World Reversed. You know, I think this week you spent some time thinking about how wide open the possibilities are for your future, for the choices you make, how the world is in your hand and the future is wide open, like that Tom Petty song. I think you spent some time thinking about that, and it's true, and that's a good energy. All right, next request I see is Caroline McLaughlin. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. Monday, you had the Ace of Pentacles. And we end the week with the Sun reversed. I feel like it was a decent week. You know, even reversed, the Sun is still a pretty positive card. Ace of Pentacles is very positive. It's not an easy journey, but I feel like you are doing the right things to get where you need to go on a difficult journey. DH, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. So Monday you had the Nine of Swords. Thank goodness we had the bird with it. My goodness. So DH, starting with the Nine of Swords and ending with the Ace of Swords. I think this week you figured out and processed a lot of truth. And that's not an easy process, but you're figuring it out, and it's the right thing to do, and it's going to move you forward, you know? So really sticking with what is the truth. Don't take it on face value. Figure it out. What is the truth? Denise Woods, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Okay. So let's start with you. You had the Knight of Wands reversed. And you end with the Chariot. So you did a good job turning that energy around and being in control. So very well done. Jerry had the Ten of Pentacles reversed and also turned it around with the Fool, being more open to possibilities, open to the journey, keeping the energy light. Very good. Amy had the Seven of Swords. Not a great way to start the week. We end up with the Queen of Cups reversed. Amy, I think there's so much here about figuring out what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy. And what do you have to do to really nurture your own happiness? And Honda, Ace of Wands, Two of Swords. So, you know, there's energy. There's things that make you happy. There's things that make you angry. There's all kinds of energy. And I think that, Tanda, you're really trying to figure out where you want to put your energy. Hey, Soul Star, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. The next request I see is Yolanda. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. All right. Yolanda, the Emperor reversed. This week, there may have been some difficulties for you either at home or at work, having to do with people leading in a way that doesn't make sense and doesn't work for you. It could also be looking at yourself and how do you want to lead as you go forward in the world? How do you want to be a leader? So there's a lot here about leadership and what works and what doesn't. Pip, nice to see you. Thanks for being a new member here. We appreciate you. So on Fridays, we do a card to wrap up the week that was, and I'm happy to do that for you. When we look at the week that you had, we have the 10 of Swords reversed. Is it reversed? Yeah, it is reversed, thank goodness. But still not the easiest week. And, the fact is you're going through a lot and you're sorting it out and trying to figure out solutions. The reversal lets us know solutions will be there ultimately. Karen Hendershot, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, Karen Hendershot, sorry, I just overscrolled. Okay. Karen, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Monday, you had the Queen of Swords reversed. But you end up with the Ace of Swords. So I think you figured out a lot. I think you got the communication where you needed the communication to be. I think you figured out what your truth was, and I think you stuck with it. So well done. Okay, Peggy Lou Levens. Cards for Susan and Samantha. Thanks for using members only emojis. I appreciate it. Okay, so for Susan, the Hanged Man. Not the easiest week, but good job not getting caught up in the things you can't do anything about anyway. So good job just kind of being in that place of spiritual grace. And for Samantha has strength. And so there's spiritual grace there too. I think for Samantha, really trying to stay in a place of compassion while dealing with some difficult things. Okay, and Pip's asking for a card for Pamela as well. Happy to do that. Again, a card to wrap up her week. And tomorrow, Saturday, and we may not do the psychic sampler at the time we usually do it. But whenever we do the psychic sampler, that's when you can ask specific questions. Okay, so for Pamela tying up this week, 4 of Cups reversed. Pamela has done a great job making the best of a difficult situation, which is all you really can do. So that's good. That's well done. And that's what Pamela needs to continue to do, make the best of the difficult situation. So that really does kind of answer the question, doesn't it? All right. Maria Baresi, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. And thank you, everyone, for your feedback. I definitely read it. I don't read it aloud all the time, but I read it and I appreciate it. Okay, Maria, wrapping up your week. The Sun reversed. Not the worst, not the best. It's okay. Everything's basically okay. And I think you're just kind of in this space of letting things be okay for now, knowing that there will ultimately be change. And for Anthony, 5 of Swords. Anthony, it feels like this week and in general, there's been a feeling of embattlement, trying to figure out what you want to fight for, what's important. And that's really the key, is putting your energy toward what's important, not toward what's not. Salima Blue Wine, Spiritual Awakening. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Look at that. We have the Hanged Man for you. And there's a sense here, like there are some things you can control and there's some things you can't control. And you worked very hard this week to take control of the things you can, which is appropriate. It's the right thing. Horace Van Dunn, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here's a card for you. The 8 of Cups reversed. I think there's something that you're wrestling with that just won't get solved, a particular problem that just won't get solved. And it's frustrating, but eventually it will get solved. Hey, Ren Geronimo, thanks for being here. I don't see your request, but I'll go ahead and do your card real quick because it's last call for readings, y'all. If I accidentally missed you, I'm so sorry. Please do reiterate your request. If you haven't asked but you want to, go ahead. Now's the time. And I am available for readings this weekend. The link to book a reading with me is right in the description. And Ren, Four of Swords, you were busy this week. Got a lot done. Just make sure you do good self-care in the aftermath. My friends, I want to thank you all so much. Take care. I will look forward to seeing you soon. And be good. Thanks to everyone who's here. Thanks to the members, the moderators, and to those who helped out with Super Chats, Super Stickers. Appreciate all of you. Be good.